Good evening. My name is Sam Stinson, and tonight we will be covering the breaking news regarding the recent discovery of a former Seton Hall student's remains, the 2026 Grammy nominations, and the new Michael Jackson trailer released. Elise Rothke will bring you the latest of campus events, while we sit down with Chair of the Shoe TV Alumni Board, Dovid Holtzman, to talk about his contributions to Shoe TV. I'm Sam Stinson, and this is Campus Nightly. Tragic closure for a decade-old missing person case involving a Seton Hall University student. Authorities have confirmed that human remains found near a New Jersey bike trail last year belonged to John Paul J.P. Fernandez, a Seton Hall senior who vanished in December of 2015. Fernandez was last seen near his Middletown home around 1:30 a.m., shortly before his final exams. His phone was later discovered along Route 36, near Natco Lake, close to where his remains were eventually found along the Henry Hudson Trail. DNA testing in October 2025 confirmed the remains were Fernandez's. His mother shared the heartbreaking news on Facebook, writing that while the discovery brings painful closure, it also brings peace to finally bring our son home. Fernandez's disappearance was connected to a reported suicide note and years of bullying he faced in school and at Seton Hall. He was described as bright, kind, and funny young man who was studying accounting and set to graduate in 2016. The university expressed condolences to the Fernandez family and reminded students that mental health support is available through CAPS, UWIL, and EAP services. In pop culture news, the nominations are in for the 2026 Grammys, and it is a year of headlines. Kendrick Lamar leads the pack with 9 nominations, including the high-stakes trio of Album, Record, and Song of the Year for his album GNX. Following close behind is Lady Gaga with 7 nominations, making her first simultaneous bid in those top 3 categories for her project Mayhem. A historic milestone for Bad Bunny, becoming the first Spanish-language artist ever nominated in all 3 major categories, Album, Record, and Song of the Year, with 6 total nods this year. In the Best New Artist race, you'll find rising names such as Addison Rae, Leon Thomas, Olivia Dean, and the global girl pop Cat's Eye, a notably diverse lineup. The ceremony is scheduled for February 1st, 2026 at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. There's a lot to check out this week on campus. Let's hear from Elise to see what's new with campus events.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elise Rothke, and welcome to Campus Events. First up, Christmas is just around the corner, which means it's almost time for our beloved tree lighting ceremony. Get ready to slay the stage. Applications are now open for students who want to perform at one of the biggest and most magical campus traditions of the year. Whether you sing, dance, play an instrument, or have a unique talent to share, this is your chance to shine in front of the entire campus. Applications are due tonight, Wednesday, November 12th at 11:59 p.m. You can find the application on Seton Hall Students Activities Board Instagram page. Just follow the link in their bio. Don't miss your chance to be a part of a night full of holiday cheer, twinkling lights, and unforgettable memories. In other news, attention all Wicked fans. A special Wicked pop-up shop will take place on Friday, November 14th in the UC Event Lounge from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. The event will feature fun activities including plush making to create a magical keepsake, delicious Wicked-inspired treats, and plenty of photo opportunities to capture memorable moments. It promises an afternoon full of fun, creativity, and a touch of Wicked magic. So whether you're Team Glenda or Team Wicked Witch, don't miss out. And lastly, SHU Speaks is finally back and is thrilled to announce that Milo Manahem will be coming to our beloved Seton Hall as this year's special guest speaker. Milo, known for his standout role in Zombies and his incredible talents on Dancing with the Stars, will share his journey, insights, and experiences with all of us. Milo is recognized for his charismatic energy, both on and off screen. Beyond acting, he is an advocate for mental health and encourages young people to follow their passions with confidence and authenticity. His inspiring story promises to be one you do not want to miss. Tickets have already been sold for this exciting event taking place on November 18th in Bethany Hall. For those who scored tickets, doors will open at 7 p.m. and the show will start at 8 p.m. There will be also opportunities for Q&A, so come ready for your questions. That's all for me tonight. After the break, we will be back with Sam to talk about the newest trailer for the Michael Jackson movie. I am Elise Rothke, and this has been Campus Events.
For all, forever. A promise that began 170 years ago and still guides us today. A legacy of knowledge, faith, and transformation, born of vision, built on community. We are one university with one mission, to create an immensity of future good, as Mother Seton once hoped, to prepare minds, to open doors, to lead with compassion. This is Seton Hall. Driven by purpose, united by faith, reason, and possibility. And now, a campaign to elevate every Setonian, for all, forever. A historic goal to touch every corner of our university and every member of our community. We prepare leaders through scholarship. We enrich education through immersive experience and global reach. We strengthen our cornerstones with academic excellence, research, and faith. Because every gift touches every student, today and for generations to come. For opportunity, for discovery, for community. Join us in shaping the next 170 years. For all, forever. A campaign for a greater Seton Hall.
Welcome back, and thank you, Elise, for those campus event updates. A first look at the life of the King of Pop is finally here. The new trailer for the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, has just dropped, and it's already generating major buzz. Jafar Jackson, Michael's real-life nephew, steps into his uncle's shoes, recreating some of his most iconic performances, from the red leather jacket in Thriller to his legendary moonwalk on stage. Directed by Antoine Fuqua and written by Oscar-nominated screenwriter John Logan, the film promises to show both Jackson's rise to global fame and the personal struggles behind the spotlight. Producers say Michael will feature more than 30 of Jackson's greatest hits and aims to capture the magic, creativity, and complexity of his life. The trailer has already sparked a conversation online, with fans praising Jafar's resemblance and performance, while others question how the movie will handle more controversial aspects of Jackson's story. Michael is set to hit theaters on April 24th, 2026, giving fans a new look at the man who changed music forever. When we return, we will be hearing from SHU TV Chair of the Alumni Board, Dovid Holtzman, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Campus Nightly. Tonight, I have the honor to introduce Dovid Holtzman, Chair of the SHU TV Alumni Board. So, Dovid, how are you today?
Sam, every day is a good day. Every day I get to be on air with you and with the great team here at SHU TV is a better day than that.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's jump right into it. What was your experience with SHU TV and the creation of Campus Nightly like?
I want to introduce you to the two most powerful words in the English language, and that's imagine if. These words are the key to life. They're the key to success. I graduated in May last year, and I'm now out in the world and working. And once you have a job and once you have a 9 to 5, the magic of the college years somehow just gets a little bit less bright. And these are the years in college, the years that I was at Seton Hall and working with the team here, when it was the time to say, imagine if. And I'm grateful I did that. How'd that happen? So election night was coming around, 2024, fall 2024, and I was the news director at 89.5 FM WSOU, the loudest rock, shout out them. And election was coming, and I was talking to Jorge Rivera, who's in the other room and great friend of mine, and we were deciding what to do for the show. And we thought, hey, maybe we should do radio. We should put people in front of microphones and have them talk for a while. And then we said, hey, there's this club on campus, SHU TV. And they had a thing last year, and now they're back. And what if we worked with them? And what if we added a video element to the election night show? So he said, imagine if we did that. And we're like, yeah, all right. So we did that. Imagine if that we could do a show that was not just a college production and not just a few people talking into microphones. Imagine if we could do something on the quality of a network television show. Imagine if we could do something on the quality of an ABC or an NBC or a CBS. Hey, and to quote, I think it's Pitbull, even if you shoot from the moon and you miss, you're still up there with the stars. And that's what we did. We were crazy enough to actually do that. Sometimes you can just do things, and we decided to just do it and just go for it. Thus was born Election Night 2024.
I was lucky enough to work on that show, and I got to say, it was one of the truly most unforgettable experiences I've had at Shoe TV, not only Shoe TV, but Seton Hall. It's very ambitious that you and a couple of others were able to create that show. What advice would you give for anyone that wants to get into media production?
Don't be afraid to fail. That's the first thing I would say, is that a failure is a part of life. And if you're not afraid to fail, you will succeed. In order to do anything that's worth succeeding at, you need to risk failing first. I have this kind of apocryphal memory of the first time that I went ice skating. My dad took me and my siblings. I have no idea if this memory is real. I actually don't. It's just somewhere in the back of my head. And my dad said, when you're ice skating, the first thing you have to do is you have to learn how to fall down. And then, so the story goes, he shoved me. I have no idea if he actually did. I actually kind of doubt it, but that's how the story goes. And when you're not afraid to fall, that's how you can actually skate. That's how you can actually go fast and learn a real skill. So election night comes around. We have 50 people working on it. 50, I mean 50. They're crowded into that room, to this room. Everybody's excited. Nobody has any idea what we're actually going to do, kind of including ourselves. And we had this plan together. And everything was supposed to work perfectly. Can you guess what happened?
Didn't work perfectly.
No. No, it really didn't. So 6 o'clock comes around, and 6 o'clock, if everything works perfect, you press the button and we go live on YouTube. So we pressed the button and TriCaster went down. And our whole super expensive, fancy system and the brand new studio that had, in fairness, never quite been tested like this before, just crashed and went down. My phone lights up. I'm getting calls from WSOU. I'm getting calls from friends, from relatives. What's going on? We're not live. We're eating up airtime. We have to fix this. So the story goes, and this is a legend that I can neither confirm nor deny. In the process of fixing it, we may or may not have actually killed Wi-Fi to all of Seton Hall University for 15 minutes. If you had an exam on November 5, 2024, I apologize. That may or may not have been us. So at that point, Wi-Fi's down for Seton Hall. I'm sitting right here where we're sitting now. 50 people are working on this show, and we don't know if it's going to work. And we were in that moment where we weren't afraid to fail. And then it did. And because of the great skill of the people in the other room, because of the great tenacity of the people who stuck through this, we went on air. And not only did we have a great show, we actually went for 8 hours. We went until 3 in the morning, providing coverage on a scale of professionalism that was not expected, that nobody expects from university students, but has come to set the benchmark for what's possible right here at SHU TV.
Definitely. You mentioned the 50-person crew. That's got to have a lot of people to get involved with. And what I like about SHU TV is the inclusion factor of it. Like, you were a bio major here at Seton Hall, and that and media production, it's two completely different things. So my question is, how and why did you get involved with media and TV production so that other people who are interested in this field can get involved with it?
They say that where you'll succeed in life is a combination of 3 things. It's what you're good at, it's what you're passionate about, and it's what will support you financially. I'm not saying that media is any one of those 3 things for me, but I kind of like it. I'm passionate about it, I'll say that. And I discovered the great team here at SHUTV. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm a bio major. I work at the chemistry lab at Seton Hall University. But imagine if I hosted an election night show. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't taken the classes here. But imagine if I did. And so I decided to just go for it and take that leap of faith and come here. And that's part of what's come to define the culture here at SHUTV. Now I'm the chair of the alumni board at SHUTV. And I get to see things from a different vantage point of someone who's been here, who did my time here, who moved on, who comes back occasionally, just because I like you guys so much. But what I've noticed comes to define the culture here is that anybody, if you want to do media, if you want to join the team here at SHUTV, you can. That's something that you can do. You can just come here, and if you have a dream in your head of you sitting behind a camera or behind a microphone or behind a switcher and in being involved in the media world, this right here is where your dreams come true. Behind this desk, behind the desk in the production room to the left of me, right here at SHUTV, you have the team, you have the equipment, and you have the support that you need to make it, whether you're a bio major, a chemistry major, or even, I'll let you in on a secret, even if you're a visual and sound media major, SHUTV is the place for you. I'm so grateful that I found you here, you personally, because I love working with you.
Oh, thank you.
And the team here in the other room, it just, once I started, I couldn't stop. And once Jorge and I had started on the election night show, we were just looking for the next great thing.
So you mentioned earlier about you being the chair of the alumni board here at SHUTV. What do you see in the future in this organization, in this club at Seton Hall?
The goal of the alumni board is to help the students at SHUTV succeed professionally. And I believe that alumni have responsibilities to the school they graduate from. As someone who graduated from Seton Hall, I owe a debt to my alma mater for helping me succeed and helping me graduate and make it in the world. And as I move on into the media world, which I hope to do professionally, as I move on into the media world, I want to pay back. And I'd like those of us who sit on this board to help current students be that link for current students who want to make it in media and between people who are in the media world to actually succeed and provide the resources, provide the support, provide the advice and the professionalism to help make this a professional and successful project so that students at SHUTV can seamlessly move on to their next stage in life.
Well, Dovid, we really appreciate your work that you do for us, and I really appreciate you coming on board with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sam, it's an honor.
That is all we have for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Sam Stinson, and this has been Campus Nightly. Have a good night.